This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.
We are back, joined by Willie McDaniel III, the owner and massage practitioner at Fight to Be Fit Health and Rehabilitation. Welcome to the show today, Willie. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Great to have you here. Where are you? What state, what city? Tell us a little bit about where you are located.
So we are located in Dover, Delaware. And before I go any further with that, this is Fight to Be Fit Health and Athletics. He's the owner, the bigger guy over me. I'm on the left side here.
And hello, owner. It's
This
Michael.
is Michael Meinhold.
Meinhold, hi.
He is an exercise physiologist.
Hello.
Yeah.
Well,
Feel free to
welcome
talk.
both
Okay,
of you
so,
to the show. Please tell us a
so,
little bit about
My name
yourself
is
and
Mike.
what you do.
I'm an exercise physiologist. I'm an exercise physiologist. I started this company about 5 years ago. We do health and wellness for folks, exercise therapy. Willie is the massage technician here. We do fitness, nutrition counseling, and we do functional electrical stimulation therapies on folks for such as stroke patients and stuff like that.
Wow. Well, there's a lot. I was on the website. I checked it all out. I see all that you have to offer, including mental health services. We're going to talk about your fitness evaluations, your wellness center membership, and all the things that you do. But first, I think it's important to get to know you all as people. Tell us, a little bit about when you started the company, Mike, and, a little bit of your background, and also as well for you, Willie. Thank you.
So I actually started in January of 2021. I was in the Air Force until 2017. I retired. When I retired, I got a job working at a local hospital while I was working on my master's degree. And I completed my master's degree in December of 2020, and I left the physical therapy department I was working at the hospital in 2021, in January of 2021, and I started Fight to Be Fit. Originally, I started out doing by myself, working at folks' houses because we were still dealing with COVID issues at that particular point in time. So having a standalone brick and mortar didn't really make any sense. But as we came out of that, I started renting some space and expanding a little bit here and there. And now I have the location that we have on Walker Road in Dover, Delaware.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. And how did the two of you connect and meet?
So I was attending massage school in 2015. I had spent 10 years down in Southern Maryland. I grew up there, and I was trying to get my associate's degree, but with a visual impairment and the challenges that come with it, academics just at the time just wasn't for me. I didn't have the audiobooks and such that I needed. I spent 10 years trying to get an associate's degree in psychology and criminal justice. If you're familiar with the series Criminal Minds, that's what I wanted to do. Oh, I had my whole life planned out shortly after high school, but it got real quick. So 2015, I moved here to Delaware, spent a year getting my certification in massage. While we were in our, during our break in the evenings, we take a break and we just talk about each other and ourselves. And I was talking about how I used to do a little bit of Shotokan before I moved here. Shotokan is karate. And somebody in the class mentioned that there was a martial arts school not too far from there. Turns out it was right across the parking lot. So I started taking massage or martial arts across the street in the parking lot, and that's actually martial arts wasn't in the parking lot. It was across in a building over there. I could have worded that
There
different.
was a martial arts school located on the building on the opposite side of the parking lot
Wow.
from where the massage school was located. At the time, I was attending the same school with my kids, and the school taught two different styles of martial arts. One of them is a martial art called Hapkido, which is a self-defense form. And by that point in time, I had kind of moved up to teaching that class at that particular school under the supervision of the instructor. And Willie started taking that class, and that's how we actually met.
Yeah.
When COVID hit, martial arts like Hapkido had to stop because it's not the type of discipline that you can teach with a 6-foot distance. It's all engaged with the other person. So I had actually started teaching students one-on-one at their homes, and Willie had found out that I was teaching again, and so he started coming to where I was at, and we started training with that again. And then when I expanded some of the services that Fight to Be Fit offered, I wanted to include massage with it, and so I approached Willie and hired him. And at one point in time, we had another a massage therapist that was working for us, but she has since left because she's moving to Utah.
Wow.
But yeah, originally it was just fitness and exercise therapy, and like I said, we expanded. We have with the massage therapy, stretch therapy, and as you had mentioned, we have a working contract with a mental health counselor, and that came from a lot of the clients that I was working with the exercise rehab stuff. What I found was when people have an injury, for example, I had a client that fell off of a horse. She had been riding horses for 30 years, and she fell off of a horse and broke her leg. Not an uncommon injury for horseback riders.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Not uncommon for horseback riders. The horse bucks, throws you, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But she was in her 60s and was terrified of getting back on a horse now. She'd been through surgery. She's been through rehab. She was working with me to build up her strength again, but she was terrified about getting back on horses. And so I started realizing that we do a really good job in the healthcare industry of dealing with injuries that folks have, but we tend to not send individuals who are involved in a traumatic event injury to mental health services to deal with the traumatic health injury. Even something as simple as a car accident.
Mm-hmm.
Or, if you're a car accident, next time you get in the car, you're worried you're gonna have an accident again. Yeah. And so I started working with one of my clients actually was a mental health practitioner. And so I, worked out a contract with her, and now she's here for us, for anybody that I think would benefit from seeing her. And we have, everything is interrelated. But we focus on the whole person wellness when it comes to individuals, because we had this discussion yesterday. There's a difference between health and wellness.
Yeah.
And a lot of people fix the health part, but don't know how to do the wellness part. So we're here to bridge that gap between the two.
Oh.
So that's how we met.
Wow. Great story. Oh my goodness.
Yes, it was.
Wow.
It really was.
Well, let's continue to talk now and focus on more of, what Fight to Be Fit Health and Rehabilitation is all about, because there's a lot for you to get to. I know there's the personal training, the exercise therapy. So who wants to start with some of the ways you're helping people with your rehab services and fitness programs?
You want to start with the massage stuff? I'm going to take a while.
So I am a certified massage technician, and in the state of Delaware, you've got two levels. You've got the certified massage technician, and then you've got the licensed massage therapist. The difference between the two, the certified massage tech usually ends their academics around 300 credits and can work the muscles beneath the skin. The licensed massage therapist has the level of knowledge greater than 600 credits for the body systems, the way, basic and more in-depth. That word is kinesthetics, the way the body moves.
Kinesiology.
Yes.
Understanding of kinesiology.
Yes, a deeper understanding of that. And people who graduate with LMT, typically they go on to medical facilities and such. I have that level, that depth of knowledge, but it wasn't a requirement at the time to take the LMT test. So I have the knowledge, just not that level. However, I've been working also, Mike, with all of his certifications and such. He also introduced me to a company called ISSA, International
Sports Sciences
Sciences.
Association.
And through them, I started with exercise recovery, and I got my specialization in exercise recovery as well. So stretch therapy, heating and ice, and there's actually a lot that there's a lot there.
Yeah.
But as I go through the day, it doesn't really seem like all that much. I have a client and we do techniques and we help them recover. But there's actually quite a bit of knowledge there. I didn't think about that.
So I was in the Air Force, and when I was back in 2005, I had an additional duty that I picked up called a PTL, physical training leader.
Got it.
Is basically the military version of a personal trainer.
Yep.
Every unit has them in their squadron to make sure that the members of the squadron can maintain their fitness standards that they're supposed to do. And as I progressed in rank, I wound up becoming responsible for my unit's fitness program in 2014. And one of the things that happens in the military is if you get injured, you're put on a profile so that you don't have to do a specific item of the fitness evaluation, such as if you injure your knee, you don't have to run, or if you injure your shoulder, you might not have to do push-ups. But when you are done, when you come off of that profile, they give you 6 weeks to take the test again, and you have to pass everything. And a lot of my troops were failing that because sit around for 6 months because you can't run because you mess up your ankle. And then I tell them that they have to run 1.5 miles in a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
But they're still flying because I was an aircrew member. So you can't train every day. You can't, you go on a mission for 3 weeks, you're flying 17 hours a day with 12-hour rest in between. It's very hard to, people didn't train. So I got certified in exercise therapy, and I started coming up with training programs for my troops that they were able to do that didn't violate what was written in the profile.
Okay, got it.
Doing that, I realized that I kind of liked that. And like I said, when I got out of the military, I got a job working at a local hospital in inpatient physical therapy. And because I didn't know where I wanted to go with this. I was getting my master's degree in rehab, but I didn't know where I wanted to go with that. The school that I went to, there's 3 separate paths you could take: the athletic trainer, exercise physiologist, which is what I wound up doing, physical therapist, or a chiropractor. But working at the hospital, I saw how restrictive insurance is on what people are able to do as a physical therapist. 90% of the services we offer here, insurance will not pay for, but the clients that come here need them. If you went to physical therapy, they wouldn't be able to do manual stretch therapy on you because insurance isn't going to pay for it, because it's not considered a billable service. So I realized I want to do that. And so instead of doing physical therapy, I went exercise physiologist, focusing on physical wellness. A lot of the issues that individuals have has to do with muscular imbalances. And so we teach people how to look in the mirror and see, oh, my shoulders are kind of like this when I stand, and they're not supposed to be like that. But our focus here is to get people to back to a point where they're not in pain anymore. The way I explain it to folks is your body's a pass-fail system. It will do what you need it to do until it can't anymore.
Yeah.
For example, if you twist your ankle, you don't have to think about limping when you walk. Your body just naturally does it to get you out of wherever it is you're trying to get out of. But once it fails, that's when we go see doctors. We don't go see the doctor when we're starting to feel bad, because the doctor turns around and says, all right, you're fine. Just wait and see what happens until the point in time where it becomes a necessity. We work with folks to kind of prevent them from having to do that. Folks that don't want to have surgery can come here and we can work with them. The analogy that I use is, when your body fails, you go to physical therapy.
Yeah.
Physical therapy is the teacher that's trying to get you back to passing.
Yeah. Got it. Yeah.
But they don't care if passing is 65 or 100. All they care about is getting you back to passing, because once you're back to passing, insurance says you're done. You passed. You're good. Move them along. We are the tutor. We're the ones that are going to take you from 65 to 90 so you don't fail again. Or if you come to us early enough, we get you back up into the 90s so you never fail in the first place. So we work hand in hand with physical therapy. Taking a lot of our clients come after physical therapy is done, whether it's because they've used up all of their days with their insurance, or insurance told the physical therapist they're not progressing anymore, or they just don't feel that the physical therapy is doing anything for them anymore. But they come here and we get them down the rest of the way. I've had clients who are told by their doctors they're never going to have range of motion back in their shoulder, that have range of motion back in their shoulder. I've had clients that were told by their physicians that they'll never be able to drive a car again because of an injury.
Yeah.
Driving cars again. We don't, since we're not insurance based and we're not insurance restricted.
Yeah.
I actually have several pieces of equipment that I kind of made myself that I've used to help people.
Very innovative engineer.
Yep.
Pure military here.
If I can't fix it with what you give me, I'll fix it with what I got.
Oh, I love it. Oh my goodness. Actually, my son's in physical therapy right now. I can relate for his neck. He's only 10. But it's like, these are the stretches, the exercises you should have been doing, from like the tech neck and now the football games and the helmet. So he's learning a hard lesson, but a good one, because he's enjoying it. And he's actually, it's so helpful, by the way. But and I want the massage therapy, but we'll talk more about that in a sec. Anyway, let's continue, guys. We still have
one
just
of the things
a few
that we
minutes left in the
have
show,
is-
unfortunately. Only we have 4 minutes left.
4 minutes. What do you want to?
One of the pieces of equipment we have is called an FES, a functional electrical stimulation system.
Okay.
Now, it's normally used for folks who have strokes, because it sends a signal in and it forces body limbs to move when the brain can't control them by themselves. But what I found is that we can, in your quadricep, your leg, there's 4 muscles. If there becomes an imbalance in those 4 muscles, they'll pull the knee out of alignment, and you'll start having patella pain, knee pain. But you can't exercise any of those 4 muscles by themselves.
Yeah.
When you move that group, they all move together. With the FES, we're able to put electrodes specifically on one of the 4 muscles, send a signal in there, and cause that one muscle to move by itself, building its strength up so that it's equal to the other 3, so that the knee now goes back into its correct alignment and the knee pain goes away.
Wow.
The system was never designed for that. Insurance won't pay for that. But since I'm not using insurance, I can do what I want with it. And I figured out that this works. I've helped people with chronic back pain, chronic knee pain, and chronic neck pain get rid of it with this system, because we're able to work the muscles in a way that had never been done before.
Nice.
I would like to finish out with our cost I think the most expensive thing is the massage
Mm.
at $50 an hour.
Correct.
The most expensive service we offer is $50 an hour, and that's for a one-time massage. It goes down from there. The cost does not go up. There's a number of places when you talk about a 60-minute massage session, you're looking at 3 figures to start. I couldn't do it. So when I graduated class 10 years ago, I decided I was
Wow.
never going to raise my cost higher than that.
Oh,
Our pricing model here is designed to match what your insurance copay is.
yeah.
So that
Wow.
whether you have insurance or don't have insurance, you're paying the same amount.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that everybody can use the services that we provide without it being cost prohibitive.
Beautiful. Well, that's amazing. We appreciate that. And if people do want to reach out, would you mind sharing how we can contact you all?
So the phone number is 302-359-1890. Our email is fight2 fitdover@gmail.com. And our website is fight2be-fit-training-and-athletics.com.
Perfect.
And then we're also on YouTube under Fight to Be Fit Health and Rehab, and Facebook under Fight to Be Fit.
Amazing. All right. Well, thank you guys so
Also,
much. Go
look
ahead.
for the blue and orange emblem.
Yes.
We call it an Yang symbol.
Perfect. Thank you so much, guys. And
Like
looking
a
forward to the next
sideways
time we get
Pepsi.
to connect. Would love to hear more, learn more, and hopefully we will have that opportunity again. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time. We're great.
Same here, guys.
We're greatly grateful.
And I'm greatly grateful.
Greatly
Thank you.
what?
This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.